Hey guys, Camfrey15 back at it with another video for you guys, joined by my co-host, the Red Wolf, and we are back with the return of Dr. Stone Season 4. A little bit of a quick break since we last got some Dr. Stone content, but hey, we're back, and now the new plan is to run away from Stanley and get to South America.
Hmm.
But regardless, it's always good to have more Dr. Stone. It just sucks that this is going to be the final season. And I believe we got one more part of this season, which will be in 2026, I think, to start off the new year. And then that will be it of Dr. Stone straight up. So, you know, it's going to be sad, but hey, let's enjoy all the Dr. Stone we can get.
Hmm. Agreed.
So we actually do not start the return to the season 4 off with Senku. We start off with flashback.
Yeah. Well, and whose flashback? But Xenos.
Yes. I guess he was making some sort of rail gun or something. And again, he's on this science is elegant stuff. Now, again, I wonder, this dude seemed like he was, I guess as a kid, like, hey, he wanted to learn more about science. I'm like, okay, what the hell happened to him? Why is he like caring about ruling the world and shit like this?
I guess he just wants to prove that there's endless possibilities with science, I guess. You can even rule the world with it.
Yeah, and shockingly enough, you would think like maybe he doesn't come across Stanley till like what we saw in the flashback before they all got petrified. No, these dudes, it's almost like a similarity to Senku and Taiju.
They've known each other since they were little kids.
Known each other since little kids, Zeno and Stanley, so who knows? You know, maybe we'll get a moment where maybe Stanley, I don't know, so quote unquote takes a bullet for Zeno. Maybe whoever the, I guess, Y man is, maybe he actually evil and maybe he threatens Zeno and maybe Stanley sacrificed himself. I'm just saying.
That's a pretty bold prediction, man.
We'll see.
Cause so far Stanley is the one who's been shooting the bullets, not taking the bullets.
I know, but we'll see. You know, we typically have gone in this thing where the good guy, where the bad guys and the antagonists initially were antagonists, but then they ended up turning good, aka Sukasa. But the question is, will the same be said for Dr. Zeno? I just don't know. Well, I guess we'll just have to keep watching.
Right?
So, you know, typically how it goes, it's kind of like the friend of my enemy is my friend if it's to take down a bigger threat, but we'll have to see. But yeah, we kind of see the bit of their backstory. They became friends. I guess, you know, they never gave handshakes before at that point in time, and they're like, "This is
I guess.
my first time doing a handshake properly," and I'm like, "Okay,
Like, why question it at this point?
if you're wondering why I turned around, I heard a big boom, and it's my brother because he's playing something, and he's mad. I can hear him through the walls. I don't know why."
And if you guys are wondering why I'm turned around, well, whenever I face my window right now, it's giving me stress. Although, does this look better?
It's a little bit brighter for you, but yeah.
I mean, the brightness doesn't really bother me. I'm just wondering if visually, do I look better than when I was turning this way?
Well, I won't say that the lines don't get in the way. Man, you really need to get a desk with a light like I do.
Yeah, I probably do.
Anyways, so we get that flashback, and then Zeno wakes up. Okay, see, now you look better. You look a lot better now.
My blinds weren't all the way closed.
So that game wakes up from Zeno's, I guess, dream or whatever, and Senku's right there, and he's like, "Oh, nice to finally, you know, see you wake up." So, you know, that kind of starts everything. We do get a new opening and a new ending. I do like the opening. It was really how comic booky like.
Yep.
So I do like it. I liked it. Um, so then basically, they kind of give the rundown. So as remember, they're going to South America because that is the destination of where the petrification beams originated from. And basically they're gonna go there so then they can find out what the hell's going on. They also do know that Stanley is more than likely going to be tracking them. Excuse me, going to be tracking them to try to get Dr. Zeno back. But basically, it's kind of a race against the clock. So it's like Senku says, it's like, look, we either find out what's going on or we croak first. So let's do this thing. They also do catch Luna and the other and her, I guess, henchmen or her bodyguards up to speed of everything. So yeah. Now you have Dr. Zeno who's just listening on. And he's like, well, it seems like you did know that it originated from. Well, I guess that means the two talking science brains of the world will have to get together and everything. So basically by the end of this episode, it's kind of like a temporary alliance, I guess you can say.
Yeah, we we see them later on, working together and combining their minds. Oh my god, my head hurts my head was hurting the entire time I was trying to think through it all.
So, there is that. Now, they end up going on the other, everybody else ends up going away because they're like, well, we don't want to disrupt them. There are two scientists, plus they know more than we do. So, what's the point in getting involved with them, right? Now, we do cut back over to our other group, right, with Yuzuriha and the others. So, basically, one, they got guns pointed at them, and you have it to where Nikki's like, whoa, 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 calm down. This is a ceasefire zone. We agreed to do a ceasefire, so, like, no weapons. You can't even hurt us. But you have it where Masakaze, he's obviously badly wounded still from the events from the last time we saw him when he got shot, right? So he basically passes out. Now, he's more worried about Ginro, and essentially... he kind of tells the ladies, hey, like, play it off so I can go find my master. He's still on the ship. So they basically are like, please, you'll let him on the ship and you'll take care of him, please. And the bodyguard is like, oh, fine, we'll get him some help. But they realistically do not help him. They just kind of leave him, to be honest, to kind of die.
They just tossed him in the bed.
So... yes, and then who is obviously there in the nick of time?
Him.
Ginro.
Yep.
Yes.
Mr. I need to give him a nickname. I need to give him a nickname. I just don't know what to give him.
Who, Masakaze?
No, Ginro.
Ginro? Alright, so after Ginro sees Masakaze, he's like, Masakaze, are you okay? And he's like, I'm just glad I found you. What happens in the scene once Stanley's group shows up?
They start with the torture. And Stanley started with having a gun pointed at him. And Masakaze is like, I'd rather die than to sell out my allies. And we have it where Ginro is just like, I'm sorry, and like he's trying to hold back, not saying anything. Stanley's about to fire, and then Ginro just blurts out everything and where they're going. He says, they're going to South America! And Stanley reveals that it was a fake out.
I saw this fucking scene, and I'm just like, you're telling me we could have got off scot-free. They didn't even know where we were going. And this little bitch, he just fucking blurted it out. Because he's a fucking coward.
It's almost like Stanley knew.
I would not be shocked. I bet you he knew that he was there within the corner of his eye. And he was going to do that to try to break. But still, Ginro ain't shit, dude. He ain't shit. If there's one guy now I know I can't trust on this team, do not trust Ginro. I understand. He was looking out for his man. But at the end of the day, like, bro.
At what cost?
At what cost? You basically endanger your entire friends. dude ain't thinking enough. He's like, well, yeah, my boy may get tortured, but at the end of the day, if I keep the secret, they won't be able to find my friends. Ninja. You basically put the dude that's Senku is on their most wanted hit list. Smartest man probably in the world next to Xeno. And you basically put his life at danger because of that. I hope you feel good. I hope I kind of wish Masakaze probably, because Masakaze just passed out. I was kind of hoping that Masakaze must have told him, like, why did you say that shit? But you damn well know that when they find out that Ginro basically blabbed, they're going to be like, this dude, Kohaku might kill this man.
Yeah.
So, there's that, right? But anyways, that's kind of the thing. They basically set sail to go follow them. The big bulky lady can't sing for shit because she's annoying the hell out of all of them. They're like, and she's just like, la la la.
I feel like she's just doing that on purpose at this point.
At some point, she might be. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But anyway, Stanley's on their on the pursuit. It seems like we're gonna be getting motorcycles too, from what the opening looks, which is dope. So are we gonna be? I guess we're gonna be having Mad Max adventures, huh?
I guess.
So we cut back to Senku again. They're kind of doing their whole thing now. Chrome can't just stay put. He's like, man, I wish I could freaking see what's going on. And he does go in, and you think maybe they're talking some science stuff. Well, actually, before that, I forgot to mention, Senku does play the tape recording left from his father, and plays it in front of Xeno. And Zeno's like, Byakuya Ishigami. He basically talks about, he's like, he was a curious scientist, but I never did see eye to eye with him. But he did say, like, the fact that he did leave this to us, it does make sense for him. So that was a cool thing. You kind of get this like interesting like side by side thing where it's like, come on guys, you guys need to work together, because it's coming from South America. So there's that. But anyways, Chrome goes into the ship where they're at, and you think maybe they're talking some science stuff. What exactly are they doing?
Little does he know, he walks in with them, I guess, making bubbles.
Yes, and Chrome's like, what the hell's going on here? They're like, oh, don't worry, we're just making some bubbles and stuff like that. He's making bubbles from his freaking clawed fingers, and he's set free. He's literally set free. No handcuffs, no nothing. And I'm just like, are you sure you want to do that?
Honestly, I feel him.
But I guess they're at this point where Senku and I guess Xeno came to the mind. Well, like, I guess, you know, we got to put our brains together. So they're legitimately doing science stuff. So regardless, I guess scientists will put aside their differences if it means for the, I guess, elegance of science. But they're basically making bubbles, and they're trying to see how the petrification beam affected the entire planet. Because remember, Senku's in Japan and Dr. Xeno was in America, and they were kind of talking about and giving these hypotheses like, well, if it fired from here, that would only mean like half the planet would have got affected, but how the hell is this going on? They end up kind of deducing like it actually also went through the ground as well, because the satellites and stuff like that, and they kind of just come together. Chrome gives some good, I guess, hypotheses to say, and even Zeno's kind of like, you're not too bad at what you're thinking. But basically they were using the bubbles to see, you know, how like basically how it got behind, but they kind of have an idea. They're gonna go to South America to figure it all out, and regardless, it's kind of a bit of the episode, but I did find it funny how these two are putting their brains together, Senku and Dr. Xeno. So it's nice. It's nice. So far, it's a temporary truce.
I did low-key get the chills when they were like talking it out and all that stuff.
So, yeah, again, we don't talk about the science shit because I don't know about the science shit, right? Personally. I'm just telling you what I have, but it is crazy to see that these two enemies, or these two people that do know each other, are technically enemies with each other. they're basically helping each other out at the moment. So we'll definitely
Hmm.
see what's gonna happen going forward. But yeah. Any other final thoughts?
Nope. Just that this is exhilarating.
So, solid start in the return to Dr. Stone season 4. And yeah, but regardless of that, we will be back for next week. And I definitely can't wait to see more Dr. Stone content. But if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts, hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Dr. Stone content or any other anime review stuff. I still got to do my Dress Up Darling review, Gakuchita, and then what? The trash
What?
anime. The guy where he got thrown into the pit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I literally just watched I literally just watched that episode a few minutes ago.
I still got to review Flower, the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, another great episode. And then I actually did do my Superman movie review with my Uncle Daryl. We go into spoilers. So for people, I got to still render that video. But whenever that happens in post, you can get my thoughts on the new Superman movie. Is it the big hit that we've been waiting for, or is it a flop? I will just say this: I liked it.
Hmm.
So yes. And then Zenless Zone Zero update 2.1 story mode will return. I'll probably record it Wednesday, but it'll probably go up on Thursday. So look forward to 2.1 playthrough continuing. And now I will not be summoning for Yuzuha. Maybe Atlas though. Plug your channel.
Maybe, huh? Yes,
Maybe.
subscribe to my channel also. Again, I apologize for not uploading too much right now. I'm trying to sort out some things with my other friend Nez. He's been, I don't know. He's let's just say he put a recording on hold, and now I'm just gotta wait for him to be free again. I don't know when that's gonna be, but yeah, hopefully get back to that. But I will soon be doing King of Fighters content. Now that I got King of Fighters 15, which is I've been wanting to play for a while, and I don't know if you're down.
You know me and my history of fighting games.
Yeah, he would play Mai Shiranui in Street Fighter 6, but not Mai Shiranui in her home game. That's crazy.
I know, because you already claimed her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I guess it don't matter. But there's plenty more.
Yeah, no. No. You know me. It takes one fight, and then I'm done.
We were neck and neck at Street Fighter 6, man.
Yeah. No. Yeah, no. Anyways, is that it of promoting?
Yes, just subscribe, guys. Subscribe.
Yes. I believe on my channel I'm actually one more subscriber away from 900. So share that video out, please. And get them subscribed. So then guys, we will catch you guys on the next video or next week for any of the anime episode reviews that we have, or our separate own channel gameplays and videos. But till then guys, stay safe out there on your Sundays or whenever you're checking out this video. Until then guys, peace.
Peace.